Hey guys, I'm the Irish Nerd, and I'm here today talking with my friend David. We're going to talk about the rights and wrongs of the possibility of a Game of Thrones movie. Now, David.
To be fair, I am the biggest Game of Thrones fan ever, but you seem to be anyway. So I think we're getting it from opinion of a casual fan and an intense fan. I think that would be the best way to
put it.
proceed this conversation.
Now, David, the thing is, the author has discussed the possibility of a movie with the producers, so it is a possibility out there, people. But we were talking about it earlier, and you were saying there would be some issues with it. So why don't you just express those?
I feel that it takes 10 hours for them to get anything across in Game of Thrones because it is such a complex show, and that's a brilliant thing. And I would just be wary of the fact that if they were to fit this into a 2-hour slot, they would be cutting out large amounts of characters and development and details that I think, which is what makes Game of Thrones so special because of its length and its complexity. It is such an intense show and lots of different layers to it. And a movie I don't think would portray it as well.
It is really, you're right. I mean, he is right, people. Any who watch Game of Thrones know it's a really complex thing. And if you're not paying attention, you're screwed. Stop. But what I'm thinking of personally for the movie, I don't know if anybody else is if, say, for the last book, they do 10 episodes of most of the book, and for the last few chapters, for the climax, basically, they do a movie, because movies, they've much higher budget, they can afford much better things like CGI, and those dragons get big. You need a cinema screen just to see the dragon.
Just its wing.
Yeah, just the wing. It's like, this is the dragon flying, yeah? That's why they need to make a super cinema screen.
No, personally, my inner nerd is dying to see a dragon from Game of Thrones on a cinema screen and in 3D would be unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's especially, I don't know if you're as big in, like, I know the dragons' names, but...
No, I'm not, I haven't named, I don't even know, what are their names? Have you given them personal names, Fluffy and...
No, these are their names.
Okay.
If I was giving them names, it'd be Fluffy, Squiggles, and Snufflepuff.
Okay.
But the black one...
They've taken a different
they've taken a much different approach. The black one, which is kind of the main dragon, if any of you have seen, everything cool done is done by this one. He's called Drogon, which is Drogon, which I think is named after Drogo, Daenerys' late husband.
Oh, yeah.
Who died in the end of season 1. So he's Drogon.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. If you haven't gotten past season 1, you really don't have a life.
Yeah.
No,
you actually have a life.
You have a life.
If you haven't wasted your time watching Game of Thrones.
If you haven't finished season 1 by now, at the state that humanity has evolved to, you have a life, and you need.
Congratulations.
You need to lose it as soon as possible. Don't applaud them, David. You need to lose your life.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we did.
The black one is Drogon. Then the brown one is Viserion, which I think is named after Viserys, Daenerys' late brother, who died in the middle of season 1.
I didn't like him.
No, he was a dick. And then the last one is Rhegal, which is named after Rhaegar Targaryen, who was Daenerys' long back ancestor, who is also dead. And he basically conquered Westeros and he became king. So yeah, those are the 3 dragons' names, and we want to see them on the big screen.
But here's my exact example. It took you around 5 minutes just to explain the name of the dragons. How are they supposed to fit an entire plot into just a 2-hour movie in terms of Game of Thrones? What would you prefer to see it? Now, I know you haven't read the books, and you don't really know exactly what happens in the end. Yeah. But how would you like to see? What would you like to see happen in the movie?
What would I like to see happen within the parameters of the movie?
Yeah. What would make your inner nerd just cry with joy?
Well, if Joffrey hasn't already died, that'd be fun. how to start the movie is with
his death.
The whole movie starts with Joffrey's death. Then the rest of it is just the aftermath.
Everyone just cheering for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's just 2 hours of cheering and tears of joy.
I actually like him. I think I'm the only one in existence who likes Joffrey. I think he's an interesting character. I could see him saving the day at the end.
Alright, we're back. I beat the crap out of David. He's better now, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, mind your arm. Yeah, I may have broken it. So, I mean, Joffrey, he's a very interesting character, and even if say there was a drinking game of Game of Thrones where you were to drink every time you wanted to slap Joffrey, you'd be drinking as long as he's on screen. You'd just be like, oh, is you gone yet?
Okay, I see.
Joffrey is a hateable guy. He's a monster. But anyway, back to your question. I'd like to see it probably, definitely if she's not already there, with Daenerys arriving in Westeros. And of course, a lot of people would join her because they believe, Jesus, she's amazing. But then also there's a lot of people who think, I mean, her father burnt people alive because he didn't like them. So, of course, some people wouldn't be so eager to follow her. And all of it comes down to who's king by then. Like, there's another 2 books to be written, and that's 2 seasons. So much can change in the time.
Yeah.
For all we care, Tyrion could be dead by then. Not that George R.R. would kill Tyrion.
I don't think so. That's the most successful character in the franchise.
Tyrion is the best.
I think to finish up, what would be, if you were to imagine the Game of Thrones poster for the movie? Because I love movie posters. I love those kind of, when you see the poster in the cinema, as a child, I love that. But what would be your Game of Thrones? Would it just be Joffrey with like his head cut off?
I find it funny that now he's running.
I know, yeah. Welcome to the Irish Nerd.
Bang! Backhand. He's running my video now.
I'm just wondering.
Well, if I were to have a poster of Game of Thrones, probably Daenerys mounted on Drogon, Jon Snow if he's dead or alive, just him. If he's dead, then a picture of Jon Snow's dead body. I don't know. Definitely Tyrion, because Tyrion, you know. You see, I don't know because it all comes down to who's dead.
That's it when it comes down to Game of Thrones.
We don't.
You can't judge who's going to be in the movie.
Definitely, as a little symbol of joy, Joffrey's head at the bottom.
Okay, with like they're standing on it.
Yeah, they're all standing on it, and yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's big enough head.
Daenerys just has the crown.
Yeah.
I don't really want it. Well, we're gonna wrap up here, guys. That's what we think of a Game of Thrones movie and what it should be or what it could be. If you guys think differently, do comment, you know, hunt us down.
Tell us we're idiots.
Yeah.
Tell us we're not.
Tell us we're geniuses, you know?
Genii.
Genii. What is the plural? Comment that. If you know the plural of genius, do tell us. I want to know. But of course, season 4 of Game of Thrones is coming out very soon. Everybody's going to enjoy it. We want people to die. We want people to live. I'm looking forward to it. You guys better be. He better be. So we're gonna wrap up now. Anyway, I'm dragging on the wrapping up even. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, shut up. We'll see you guys later. Check out some of my other videos. Check out some of Flowline's videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.